Well, a grant from the Getty Foundation will help make some much-needed repairs to one of Oklahoma's best-known architecturally significant buildings. The Price Tower in Bartlesville, Frank Lloyd Wright's only skyscraper, is showing its age, along with damage from Oklahoma weather. A view of the damage and the tower from ONR photojournalist Tim Carson.
The area that we're in right now was actually Barbara's dress shop when the building opened. And it was redone in 1979 when Barbara left by one of the architects from Taliesin West.
The AIA in 1991 called Frank Lloyd Wright the greatest American architect who ever lived. That's quite a deal, you know. He designed over 1,100 buildings. You're standing in the only high-rise that he ever built. He designed plenty of them, but this is the only high-rise that was ever built. In 2007, the Price Tower was named a National Historic Monument. There's only 20-some of them in Oklahoma. And so it's a pretty important building. People come from all over the world every day to stay in our hotel and to tour the building and to just immerse themselves in Wright.
We're here for the week to do the initial assessment of the building. As was mentioned, these Keeping It Modern grants from the Getty are really focused on providing ownership with a guidance tool that they can use for decades to come, really, about how to manage the change that's sure to come to a building. One thing we know for sure, even a building that's brand new, it's going to have change occur, whether it's from Mother Nature or from economic reasons or other factors that might incur. You need to figure out how are you going to manage that change. And when you have a historic resource of the significance of the Price Tower, it becomes even more important to figure out when we have to make some change, and we will have to make some change. How do we do it in a way that enhances its value, its heritage values, and not diminishes it?
You might let everybody know up top.
This is the original elevator equipment in the building, and this is what I told you was underwater at one time when the really heavy rains come and cause us problems. So, you know, it's hard to keep these things running, but frankly, we had one of these motors just rebuilt, this year, Joe?
Yes, sir.
So, you know, they don't build them like they used to. Sometimes that's a good thing. Okay, we're off. Where are we going now?
Outside.
Outside, cool.
We've also been very fortunate. So much of the original cabinetry remains, so much of the original detail remains, that everyone who has been in the building has been wonderful stewards of the building for the future. So we've been much more fortunate than some of the buildings that Mr. Wright designed.
Some people don't like his architecture. I've had that discussion with my colleagues and others, and that's okay, but you cannot deny his importance. I mean, he impacted architecture, not just in the United States, but worldwide, in a very profound way. And architecture would not be the same today without what Frank Lloyd Wright did, both in his early part of his career, but all the way through to the end in the late 50s. And part of what this building represents is that final push where he was doing the Guggenheim, the Beth Shalom Synagogue, this building, a number of his important late Usonian houses. All those things are really part of that Wright legacy that we are getting to understand even more and better every day.
So Mr. Wright designed the mural, and he actually signed the mural over in the right-hand corner. And the mural is called The Blue Moon because Mr. Wright said, only once in a blue moon does the perfect client and the perfect project and the perfect architect all come together.
Looking at the original kitchen with the miraculous all-in-one kitchen on the right.
This is the master bedroom, and you can see how the doors open into the living room below so that you get a nice feeling of space. A little balcony out there, so you can actually step outside. And sometimes this was 2 bedrooms. They would divide it off, and there would be a children's room here and a master bedroom here. So, and right behind you here is a spacious closet. Nice spacious closet in the master bedroom.
Just the beauty of it. I mean, you walk around and the way that everything works together in harmony. It's his organic architecture. It's really present here, and I think it's a beautiful thing, and it's always fun to work on them.